2019 Dodge Ram. We go to our U-Connect thingy and hit settings, brakes, brake service, retract parking brakes to allow brake system service. Come on, get back here. There we go. And we hear them making a funny noise back there. Isn't that cool? Parking brake is retracted. To reset, press brake to pedal and act blah, blah, blah. All right, so that's all we needed. Now we can shut this off. All right, take your 22 millimeter lug nuts off. Be safe with your jacks and jack stands. We are now in service mode on our parking brake thingamajigger. We got 12 millimeter right here and a 21 millimeter here. We'll start off by loosening this bolt and this bolt, the two 12 mils. We got our two bolts out. We'll just kind of put a screwdriver in here and press back. And that piston of that caliper will go all the way back in. It retracted quite a ways, good enough. Now our caliper will come right off. Got the new CC Impact 21 bolt, and first time doing rear brakes. Let's see how well it does getting these bracket bolts off. Oh, like nothing. Bottom one, I heard this thing was good, but yeah, first time using it. Very nice. Take that off. Here's the case. Case is pretty nice. Owner's manual. Comes with sockets, drill bits. This is pretty cool. A little adapter to put your drill bits in. And two batteries and a charger. Can't beat that value. We can grab our T27 Torx bit. This is a 1/2 inch. Put it right there in that retainer bolt. T27 seems maybe a little sloppy. Is it a T30? No, just my T27's a bit worn out. And always give these a little hammer smack first. Helps break up that rust behind it. And this is a good way to break your Torx bits, is using an impact with them. But in recent years, Dodge has reinvented the retaining bolts. They no longer, see how it's a fat one instead of skinny one that likes to, I don't know. It's just a great redesign. So I'm glad they finally did this. They come in and out really easy. Now we're just gonna take a hammer. We're replacing the rotor anyways. Look at all that rust. Finally broke free from its rust lip right there. The hub's not too dirty, but we're gonna go ahead and wire wheel it. I have this cool tool you can find in my Amazon shop. Time to put a new disc on it. They just twist off, twist on, new disc. Now it's time to prep our bracket. We have these spring clips in here. They simply pull out. Sometimes you got to wiggle them a bit, you know. It's got some dust or junk or whatever in it. There we go. Wiggle jiggle. Don't break them off in there. We're going to press our brake pads out like so. We got the premium pads that come with new hardware. We're going to pop this hardware out. And any rust, these are actually very clean for Michigan. Any rust, take a wire wheel, wire brush, clean that all off. And we're gonna go ahead and put a little bit of lube right there where in between the mounting hardware and the caliper bracket. I use Silglide by AGS in my Amazon store as well. It's the best stuff. We're gonna take our sliding caliper hardware out here. See, that grease is pretty old and black. We're gonna clean that off with our shop towel and apply some new lube, pop them back in there. And that'll be your bracket prep. All right, our bracket's all prepped with the pads in. You can see the pads, they just go right in there. You kind of pull this tab back. See this little tab? Get one side in, pull the other tab back, put the other side in. Super simple. We got the squealer tabs on these, on all 4 pads. We got them facing upwards. Came with new spring clips too, and we're gonna wait to put those in until I have this installed on the vehicle. Right, now pop your new rotor on. I put the screw back in, spray it down with brake cleaner, spray down the inside, pop it on, spray down the white outside. Now our rotor's back on. Next thing we're gonna do is take our prepped bracket, go ahead and put it around there. It goes on. Filming with one hand, people. I needed 2 hands. You put your bracket right over there, squeeze your pads together, tighten up your 2 bolts on the back. We're gonna use the OMT caliper compressor tool. This is my favorite one. It's super heavy duty here, little swiveling with this like wobble. Plus you can put a socket on the end if you want. It's the best one out there, great price. You just put it in here. Yeah, sure, you can use C-clamps, pliers, whatever you want. I really like this one. You can get a really good grip on it. Your fingers just go right in between there. Or you can use that. You can even use an impact in the back if you want. I don't recommend it, but you do you, bro. But yeah, we just twist it. Our caliper is going in nice and easy. Usually if you got to use a socket on the back, that means your caliper's frozen up a bit and probably time for a replacement. Now we're nice and flush here with the boot. That means we're totally retracted. We take our tool out just like that, easy peasy, caliper's retracted. Find that there caliper tool in my Amazon store. We put a little bit more of that brake grease just where it's gonna contact the pads. Here and here, see? That's gonna help with anti-squeal and aluminum oxidization in the future. See now as we're in the rust belt. Now we're just gonna twist this caliper and slide it over our pads. Don't forget to put your little spring clips in like so. They point at each other before you put your caliper over it. Caliper all tightened up on these 2 bolts here. Make sure none of your wiring came out of any of its little clippies. Boom, boom, boom. Double check in your head, everything's tight. You get your spring clips on, blah, 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 blah. Get your tire put back on, torque to spec. Be careful with your jacks and jack stands. You can see on the dash, our parking brake light is flashing. So we go back to our display, top right corner settings. Scroll on down to those brakes again. We click over, it'll give you your instructions. Park brake retracted to reset, press brake pedal and activate park brake switch. So our park brake switch on this vehicle is right here. It says pull on. So let's press our brake pedal in as instructed and then pull. You can hear the parking brake activate. There we go, it is done. We'll release the brake. If we go back to the brake service to double check, would you like to retract? No, because we are done. Auto park brake options in case you ever want to change that. We'll go ahead and exit out of the menu. You can see our flashing parking brake light is now off. We will pump the brake pedal to make sure it feels nice and firm. Give it a good 5-10 pumps. Make sure everything's good. Feels nice and good. Go ahead, start up your vehicle. Make sure the brake still feels good. And take it for a test drive and make sure there's no weird sounds or anything and you're good to go.